Now, it's been an action-packed week for all Sussex stands and squatties worldwide. Fresh off the second episode of Archetypes with Meghan, featuring Mariah Carey, we were graced with some of the most beautiful photos of Meghan's latest interview for The Cut. Now, I feel the photos tells a very interesting story of where Meghan is in this point in her life. The first photo is very direct and in your face. She's wearing minimal makeup, the hair is pulled back, and we're seeing that she's wearing a stark black turtleneck. It's direct, it's in your face, she's looking directly at the camera. And for some reason, that photo sort of reminds me of a modern, powerful businesswoman. She's bold, she's brazen, she's very direct. And in the other photo, we realize that there is so much more to this outfit than the stark black turtleneck. There's a lovely tulle-like skirting that is playful and whimsical and feminine, which is in direct contrast to the upper portion of the dress. This Tory Burch dress is phenomenal. But I feel like the pose for this particular photo is just so regal and simple, and I love it. Regal, simple, and modern. Now, the third photo sort of reminds me of an older photo shoot that Meghan had done. So it's really nice to see her sort of revert back to her Tig style. If you used to watch or follow her blog, The Tig, then you would recognize this pose. It's very similar to something she's done before. Now, the other photo sort of reminds me of Meghan's commentary last year about being peaceful and under a tree. She's just sitting on this really beautiful antique bench. It looks like a bench to me. And, she's bare-shouldered, bare feet. The hair is slicked back, but it gives you serene, feminine, pretty, but with a touch of opulence. And I love that. Now, the final photo from that photo shoot is Meghan wearing this white asymmetrical pantsuit. And I kid you not, I don't know which white pantsuit that Meghan has worn that I prefer more. This one or the one that she wore for the Invictus games, the oversized blazer one. That was a Valentino. Versus this one. What do you guys think? Which one do you prefer? I love them both, but I'll go with the asymmetrical one because I feel like it gives you a boss power, but with a twist because of that beautiful little asymmetrical design. And I love it so much. Now, if that wasn't enough, Meghan gave us a little bit more insight into her private life, into her thoughts, the future things that she may want to get involved in, possibly a return to Instagram, maybe not. Selfishly, I hope she does because I miss her Instagram and I miss her blog, The Take. But we don't know. Maybe in time she will make good on that little statement and return to us. If that wasn't enough, we were graced with Meghan and Harry being at the One Young World Summit in Manchester, UK. Now, for those of you who don't know, Meghan has been an ambassador for One Young World for years, long before she even met Harry. So it was not the first time that she's been there, not the first time that she's attended the summits for One Young World, and it's not the first time that she's given a speech there. But this one was particularly amazing. And if you followed Meghan for a while, then you know that she is very articulate and a wonderful orator. So while delivering that amazing keynote speech, Meghan donned a beautiful red ensemble. And we know that Meghan wears red well. Well, she wears all the colors well, but I do enjoy seeing her decked out in a fabulous red fit, and she did not disappoint. Now, fresh off of Manchester, Harry and Meghan arrived in Germany, where Harry was doing his work for the Invictus Games. It is now a year until the next Invictus Games, which is to be held in Germany. So it's so wonderful to see them there interacting with the crowds, with the people. We even got to see the cute little doggy Lofi, which is the official dog for the Invictus Games in Germany next year. And it was really nice to see Harry and Meghan out there being engaged, smiling, taking selfies, and talking to all of their fans in Germany. It sort of gave us like royal tour vibes, but even better because they're just free to do whatever they want. And you can just feel how happy they were to be engaged with other people, to smile with them and hold their little babies and and have pleasant little chats. There were a couple of people who were camped out there for hours. Someone had shared a really touching story of an older couple that was waiting there for hours to see Harry and Meghan, and who had a nice little chat with Harry. So, as a Sussex stan, it was just really nice to see them out and about, being embraced, and really feeling the love, with the way that the press has been. Sometimes it can feel like the hate and the negativity is just so loud and so incessant and so in your face. But this was just a really nice reminder for Harry and Meghan and for other Sussex stans out there that there's a big old world, okay? And there's a lot of us who are in like a nice little community where we love the Sussexes and we talk about them and we fight for them. We provide receipts on their behalf. But there's so many other Sussex stans across the globe that we don't interact with. We don't know, but they're out there. And just seeing the massive crowd in Germany, there was even some interviews shown, and one of the young ladies was talking about how much she supports them, going out there and doing what's best for themselves and their families, and how much she loves and supports them. And everything that she said, I totally agree with, and I feel like it's just really nice for people to come out there and show some love and support. So yeah, my heart is full from all of the activities, the Sussex-related activities for the past week. And of course, let's not forget the third installment of Archetypes with Meghan featuring Mindy came out, and we're going to get into it. But now I really want to focus on a little breakdown of the third episode with Meghan and Mindy. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like with each episode, it gets a lot better. Like the flow is better, and you can just feel how much more comfortable Meghan gets with each passing episode. Serena and her friends, her and Mariah were just very playful and fun, and Meghan and Mindy sort of felt like two gal pals, having some wine or some coffee and just getting to know each other, shooting the breeze. That's the vibe that I got. Now, the third episode of Archetypes with Meghan featured guest actress Mindy Kaling. Now, I don't know about you guys, but my first introduction to Mindy was her character, Kelly Kapoor, on the US's version of the popular show The Office. This week's topic of conversation was the stigma of Singleton. I really enjoyed how in-depth this conversation was. Not only did Mindy and Meghan share their experiences on relationship dynamics, but they really went into deeper conversations about the so problematic and incredibly archaic terms of the old maid and spinster. And I loved how open Mindy was about discussing trying to figure out the proper time to start her family and the way that she wanted to start her family, which is very much non-traditional, even going further into talking about wondering if her very unconventional family dynamic possibly would cause shame for her Indian relatives. So overall, I feel that the conversation was just very raw and very honest. Again, it felt like two girls sitting down, having a chat, just being very raw and real about their relationship and their expectations. And it was incredible. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of people on social media, a lot of women and moms talking about their personal experiences with, not wanting to necessarily get married. Some of them not wanting to get married at all, but wanting to have children, much like Mindy. Some talking about being married and getting divorced and now being a single mom and all the things that it entails. And some of those things that comes with it is those really pesky stereotypes and labeling that comes from other family members and other people that we meet. So I loved how in-depth that conversation went between Mindy and Meghan. And if you haven't listened to that episode yet, I suggest you do. The link will be in the description box below. Give it a listen. It is incredible. I feel like even though the episodes are long, they kind of feel short. I usually listen to them when I'm working out or I'm walking my dog. And I always feel like, holy crap, it's done already. But that just lets you know how engaging it is. It's a really good listen. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell.